Hi folks, welcome to my channel. I'm Dennis. Today I'm going to review a Husqvarna yard tractor, 22 horsepower, 46 inch. I've had this lawn tractor for about a year. I've put about 35 hours on it, and so now's a good time to do a review. It's got a lot of use, and I've got a good bit of time on it, so I feel like I can offer a valuable review. So let's get started. Okay, some of the features that I like about this tractor, I'm going to call it a tractor. It's really a lawnmower, but it's a lawn tractor, they say. I like the step-through design. It's easy to get in and out. I'm 6 foot, about 200 pounds, and I can get in and out of this tractor, on and off of this tractor very easily. It's got a 46-inch deck, which is nice. It gives me a good wide cut. It's 2 blades. The thing that I absolutely love about this thing is the hydrostatic transmission. You go forward by pressing the forward pedal, and you go backwards by pressing the reverse pedal. No gears to change. You don't have to worry about a clutch, shifting gears, anything like that. It's a hydrostatic tractor. It's the first one of those that I've had, and I really like it. It's got headlights, which is kind of nice. It's got you can see it. See if I can get you a decent angle. It's got nice cast front axle with grease fittings, so you can maintain the kingpins, and you don't have to worry about a lot of these lawn tractors have stamped out front axles and they get out of whack, things like that. It's got a little bit extra guarding on it so you don't beat all your front end up. Uses a nice Briggs & Stratton 22 horse V-twin. It's a nice engine, runs well. For oil changes, it's got an oil filter, which I also like. It's just like your car, it's got a spin-on oil filter. Runs fairly quiet, starts real well. Check your oil over there. Air filter goes here. Just nice and clean. The other thing I like about it, it's 2.5 gallon gas tank. I can run for I'm guessing about 4 hours at pretty much full throttle. 3.5 maybe, something like that, but it's nice. Easy to get in and out of, easy to work on, that kind of thing. It's got a deck wash port. Those are kind of gimmicky to me. I don't think they do all that great, but it's okay if you like it. I generally just raise the deck all the way up, get up underneath it and spray real well, clean it up. Got good tires. Easy from the operator position to raise and lower the deck. You got 6 deck settings. It's all the way up now. You can put it on. It's got a little marker where you can kind of remind yourself, okay, here's where I put it when I'm cutting the yard. I use mine for cutting the lawn, and I also use it to do kind of some light bush hogging work out in the woods and in the back. So I use the marker to remind me where I set it for the lawn. I usually lift it up 1 setting or 2 depending on what I'm cutting, but the manufacturer certainly doesn't recommend it, but I've used this thing to cut trees down that are 3/4 of an inch, run over them, let the deck cut them, back over them, and cut the little stump off, and it's good to go. Like I said, that's not recommended by the manufacturer, but I've done it plenty of times and it works just fine. So do with that what you will. It's got a hitch point so you can pull your implements. I guess you could probably put a sleeve hitch on this. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. This is kind of nice since it's a hydrostatic transmission. You can pull that out all the way, and that disengages the transmission, so you can roll it back and forth easily without having to try to fight against the hydraulics. Push that all the way in. Got some springs on the seat, makes it a little bit better ride. The seat's real comfortable. I like the seat. It's got a mid-back seat, so it's nice and comfortable for riding on for several hours. I like to flip mine up when I park it so that neighborhood cats and other junk like that doesn't get in there and make themselves comfortable. Battery's right there, so it's nice and easy to get to, no problem. battery box drains, so you don't have to worry about water accumulating in the, around the battery, that kind of stuff. It comes with a, let's see, the engine comes, I believe, with a, if I'm not mistaken, a 5-year warranty. I think the transmission comes with a 3. It's a limited lifetime on the deck, and the chassis I think comes with a 10-year warranty, something like that. It's a good warranty. It's longer than a year on everything, so can't beat that. That's what you normally get. From a control standpoint, this is your blade engage and disengage. It's kind of spring loaded because you're fighting against the belt, so on the key switch, start, run, and then this position actually lets you continue to keep the blades engaged while you go in reverse. And that's what I do. Is it defaults to the run setting, so that if you just leave it there and you use the reverse pedal, it'll start to kill the engine because the blade's engaged. But if you put it in this setting, this reverse setting here, then you can go forward and reverse and leave the blade engaged. Doesn't give you any problem. It's got an hour meter, which is nice, particularly for monitoring your oil changes. Throttle, piece of cake. You push all the way up for choke, fast and slow, light switch. Park and brake. It's actually got cruise control. So if you've got a pretty big area that I cut, you can set your throttle. Oh, you got your throttle set. You can set your speed with your forward pedal, and then you lift up your cruise control, and that engages it. And then you can just get comfortable, put your feet back, and not worry about holding the throttle or the forward lever or the reverse lever down. That's kind of a nice feature if you've got a lot of flat area to cut, or kind of the same grade, whatever. It's got anti-scalping wheels on the front of the deck, and I tell you the thing that I really like about it more than anything else is, well, besides the hydrostatic transmission, for a lawn tractor, it has a very, very tight turning radius, much tighter than the others that I have seen and used. It's not as good, obviously, as a zero turn radius lawnmower, but this is also about 1/3 of the price of a zero turn. So that having been said, this is a pretty good deal. It's easy to work on. I just changed the blades on it. That's another video that you can look at if you like. Piece of cake, took me about 10 minutes. I've changed the oil on it once already. I'll probably do a video on that next time I change the oil. And other than that, there's not a whole lot to it. You maintain it, keep it clean. I hose it off when I'm done. I haven't done that yet today, but anyway, it's the steering wheel is comfortable. It's padded and thick. I'm 6 foot, 200 pounds. I don't have gigantic ham hands, but I've got pretty big hands, and you can see that that's a nice grip. So it's comfortable while I'm riding. I like the seat. The downside to it, I suppose, is that with turf tires on it, like what comes on it, the back tires will slip a little bit. Now I understand they make a weight kit for it. I'm probably going to buy a weight kit to put a little more weight on the back end. The only time I notice it is if I'm going up or down a fairly steep grade, and particularly, of course, if the grass is wet or if I'm in a little bit in some loose soil, it'll slip a touch. All of your lawn tractors are going to do that. This one I don't think is probably any worse than others, but I think a weight kit would probably help that out a lot. So anyway, it came pretty well set up. I didn't have to level the deck, although that's a pretty easy thing to do. The manuals that come with it are very inclusive, and they tell you how to do all your service issues, how to level the deck, how to change the blade, how to change the oil. That's the other thing I don't like about it, is that when you change the oil, there's a couple of things you have to do. It's a little screwy. It's not hard, but you've got to take this plastic rivet out. You've got to pop this side cover up and off, and then you can get to the oil drain, which is right here. And then because of the way they've done the oil drain right over top of the frame, they give you a tube, about a 1/2 inch diameter plastic tube you stick on that drain, and then you can open the drain and let it drain out into your to your catch bucket or whatever. I don't particularly care for that. I think it's a little sloppy. I think they should have extended this over and down and put a cap in it or something like that, which I may make some kind of a modification to do that. But I mean, it works. It's not a big deal. It's just that then when you get that tube, when you're done with that, it's full of oil, so you've got to do something with it, and you got to keep up with it. You've got to put it somewhere in your toolbox so you don't lose it. So it's just a piece of vinyl tubing. If you ever did lose it, you can go back to Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere like that, your home improvement store, and pick one up. But it's just kind of an added headache that they shouldn't really give you, as far as I'm concerned. So I think they could improve that. Hopefully somebody at Husqvarna will watch this and they'll figure out a better way to do that. Put a little, just a little bit extra plumbing and make that real simple. And preferably bring it out here so I don't have to remove this this cowling here. Same thing on the oil filter side. You have to remove this cowling, and again, it's just a matter of pop out a plastic rivet, lift that out and move it. But with a little bit of maybe change design in this, put a little door access or something like that, then you should be able to spin that filter off and catch the oil. That's the other problem, is when you take the filter off, the oil drains out and it goes right on top of a flat on the frame, so your oil goes everywhere, and then it starts draining down through some bolt holes that aren't used, and that's kind of a mess. They should put a little pan under it so that it routes your oil out here, and then you can catch it, in your oil catchment. Those are really my only complaints. Everything else has been absolutely awesome with this tractor. I love it. You got a brake, of course that's your brake right here. Use it more on hills than anything else. It's easy to put gas in it. Gas tank's right there under the hood. I think that's about it. I don't know what else I can tell you about it. Like I say, I love the tight turning radius. I like the way the deck itself cuts. There's a mulching kit you can get that'll get rid of that chute, cap the hole, and you can put mulching blades on it if you don't want to blow it. There's a bagging kit, that you can attach here, put a bagger on the back, that kind of stuff. They've got various accessories. It's got holes for a canopy cover here and here, and that snaps in, and then the canopy will go up and then cover the rider, give you a little bit of shade. So that's kind of a nice feature. Got a little cup holder for your water or whatever you take with you. And the only other thing that I would actually like to see is maybe a little pocket here, something to like if you like to listen to music or something while you're cutting grass, that you could drop your iPod or whatever in, and then listen, or maybe something right here. It'd be nice to have some kind of a little storage thing right there for various stuff, and there might be an accessory. That might be what this is about. I don't know, but anyway, that's it. If you get one, I hope you enjoy it, and as much as I do mine. And other than that, thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you back here soon.